Indianapolis Colts will win 8 or more games this season, coming at you right now.
There's no better way to get better at football than playing football. So if you want to...
Taylor's going to finish it! I've always been confident in my abilities. I think, I'm a guy that can go out there, and I always believe in myself that I'm going to get open and make the play if they throw me the ball.
The third. Ryan, end zone shot for Pierce. He caught it! Oh, what
a... Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Colts Cast. We are here to talk about everything and anything Indianapolis Colts. He is Jamal Lawrence, and I'm Eric Smith, your co-host of the Colts Cast. Ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, comment below if you are on YouTube. That's the best way to support us, guys, and it is completely free. Look, you clicked us today. I know why. You're either thinking, how in the world are the Colts going to win 8 games this season with this roster? Or, I'm glad you boys see it how I see it. This is the NFL. Lots of surprises happen. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather today. And it's true that the Jaguars are currently the favorites to win the division. However, we're about to lay the hammer down and tell you why the Colts can compete, will compete, and possibly win the AFC South. I mean, given the circumstances, if we could at least 8+ wins, Jamal, start us off.
Oh, let's start us off, Eric, before we go down that rabbit hole, because it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one, guys. Just give us a quick second here to give a shout out to our sponsor, Manscaped. So real quick, today we're here with our sponsor for your balancing bundle of joy. No, we're not talking about your baby. We're talking about your baby makers. That's right. Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. But just like your baby, your delicate little guys have sensitive skin and deserve great products that are not only skin safe, but made with safe ingredients. That's where Manscaped Platinum Package comes in. From razors to shower care, this package goes above the gold standard for your body hair. So treat your beautiful boys with the world's finest toys at manscaped.com and use our code COLTSCAST for 20% off plus free shipping. Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is the one-stop shop for a man who deserves it all. They designed this package to allow you to fully align your entire hygiene routine with elite products. Inside the Platinum Package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 shampoo plus conditioner, Ultra Premium deodorant, Crop Preserver, Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver, Ball Spray Toner, Anti-Chafing Boxers, and the Shed Travel Bag to hold your goods while you're traveling. Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer and Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect your delicate parts and holes. Both are waterproof so you can shave with less mess. Platinum Package 4.0 covers all bases from head to toe and the hair to ball fro. Guys, this thing is super easy to take with you whenever you want to go traveling, whether that's flying, driving, doesn't matter. It can fit right in a carry-on bag or right in your book bag, so it makes it real easy. Get 20% off with code get 20% off and free shipping with code COLTSCAST at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code COLTSCAST. Use the Platinum Package because the gold standard is no longer good enough. All right, Eric, so let's give the people what they came here for. Guys, like Eric said, you clicked in this video for a reason. You want to know what's going on. And it's going to start for us in approximately 7 days. Guys, 7 days. And, well, I guess, 26 hours, Eric? So 26 hours total for us? Or I don't know. I lied. 26 hours is a day.
It's coming, though.
I don't know. I can't do the math right now. I'm too excited to talk about what we got going on. So anybody in the comments below, tell me how long 27 or 24 times 7, and that extra 2 hours on there for us. Guys, straight up, though, Colts are going to start this thing off the home opener, Anthony Richardson's debut against an AFC South, the projected division winner in the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Colts are going to come out, break this curse, and get a fat W. Fat W, guys. Straight off the bat, the Colts come out 1-0. It's going to be a super exciting time. It's going to be rocking in that place. Of course, I do think the Jaguars have a very good squad. We cannot deny the fact that they have a very good squad, but we have a rookie head coach. We have a rookie quarterback who's shown us that he can keep us calm under pressure. We are here to win. You may be thinking to yourself, well, we still have a lot of questions throughout the field, whether that be the wide receiver group, whether that be the offensive line. I think these guys come together for us when we need it the most. I think Josh Downs he's gonna have a standout game for us, and it's gonna be a time for us to take over. The JT drama is kind of over for the next, at least 4 weeks. So that's not the biggest pressing matter for us right now. The biggest pressing matter is stepping on this field on Sunday to get a W. And that's gonna start with Anthony Richardson behind the offensive line.
I like it.
Now, go ahead.
You talked about expectations and question marks. I kind of just want to talk about this saying that I always live by. Any given Sunday. Yes, there are teams that are going to be really good, i.e. the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, I don't see them having a 3-win season. I don't think anybody else does. And there are some teams that are probably going to be bad. The Arizona Cardinals are probably going to be bad. However, there's just always surprises every NFL season. Just take a look at last season. The Green Bay Packers finished 8-9 after the expectation that they would contend in the NFC. The AFC West was projected to be one of the toughest divisions ever in history. You had Russell Wilson there. You had Derek Carr with the Raiders. You had Patrick Mahomes. Nope. Nah. Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders, they had different plans. Nathaniel Hackett decided to be one of the worst coaches ever. And Derek Carr left their team after getting benched. Are you telling me you had the New York Giants going to the divisional round of the playoffs in Brian Daboll's first year? I don't think so. The Seattle Seahawks proved that they did not need Russell Wilson and made the wild card with Geno Smith after expectations were they would win 3 or 4 games. So, like I said, anything, and I mean everything, can't be predicted in the NFL. Parity still remains in the NFL. It's a real thing. And like you said, Jamal, Anthony Richardson could very well exceed expectations as a rookie. This offensive line could play at an extremely high level, given the talent on that line, given the money that they get on their paychecks. The defensive line we've talked about could enter that top 10 status. Shaquille Leonard could return to all-pro form. Matt Gay could be our ace in the hole. We never had a kicker, of his caliber at the position. We could have Jonathan Taylor back after 4 weeks, who is hungry for a contract. This is all under offensive mastermind Shane Steichen. So I think there are a lot of variables affecting the Indianapolis Colts' success odds in 2023. Even if only half of those what ifs come to fruition, I mean, you're looking at a team that can surprise in this division and can surprise this whole nation. And that all starts week 1 at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. You open up with a win. What do we do after that, Jamal? Going to Houston, right?
Yeah, going to Houston. I think it's fair to say we open up with a 2-0 record. 2-0 record. Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah,
we're riding that high. I mean, I'm always going to say we can beat the Houston Texans.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they're going to be coming off a bad loss to the Ravens at that too, so they're already going to be feeling a little under. Then you got to worry about the Colts coming into town. I mean, the C.J. Stroud versus Anthony Richardson saga. I mean, I like to think that as much as the Texans want to be great, they still haven't really mastered that level. Now, of course, you can go back to last year. Oh, you tied with the Texans 1 game, the first game of the season. Then the last game you lost to them. Well, again, guys, that was last year. This is a whole new year, a whole new demeanor with the squad, with both squads for that matter. But I think that the Colts have a little bit more to play for than the Texans do going into this year. Texans are still going to be a team where they have to figure out their ins and outs. I think the Colts kind of ride high these first 2 games and start off 2-0.
Start off 2-0, and then we head into week 3 at Baltimore. Oof.
What you think's gonna happen there?
That's a loss right there.
Oh, I think I can agree with that. That's
mean, we could have won against them a few years ago, and we still didn't, and we were up a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
So going into Baltimore and facing a Lamar Jackson squad that's been added to their wide receiver core, if J.K. Dobbins is healthy, if that defense plays to their potential, that's going to be a really tough game.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think about the Rams then? So right now, 2-1? So what do you think about going in with Las Vegas or Los Angeles coming into Indianapolis?
I think we can take a win there.
I like
really
that.
Do. I don't believe Stafford's elbow is as healthy as people say. Cooper Kupp is already having setbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Donald he's still Aaron Donald, but he's not Aaron Donald, if you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Jalen Ramsey. that team is, I mean, ever since their Super Bowl run, they've been falling to shambles. I think we can take them. I really do.
I like that. All right. And then we have looking at another divisional game for us against the Tennessee Titans.
All right, we taking like 3 L's next. I'm gonna be honest. Week 5 through week 7. At Jacksonville, nah. Tennessee's always had our numbers. I mean, this could be the year that changes that, but I don't know. We just always have an issue with them. I mean, they still suck, but
yeah,
we seem to suck every time we play them.
Oh, without question. I mean, I definitely think a L for the Jags for sure. But I think we may have a chance to beat the Titans out at least this first game. I think we got a chance to beat them out for the first game. So I'm gonna split the difference there with you. Go 1-1 for that one. But I do think that's an L coming against the Cleveland Browns. So I think we go back to back. Jags and Browns take losses there.
Yeah. So what are we at now?
So that was 2.
I'll give you the Titans. So we're at like 4-3.
Yeah.
Saints, Panthers, 2 back-to-back NFC South opponents. I'm not big on the Saints this year. I'm not big on any NFC South team this year. Of course, that could change. Maybe Derek Carr has found his new home and he's the missing piece. But, I hate the Saints. I've hated the Saints ever since, 2009, where Drew Brees took one from us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always going to say we beat him. I hate New Orleans Saints. They're in my top 3 most hated fan bases. Carolina Panthers, I'm going to that game.
Oh, man.
They're trash.
Sorry, dog.
Nah, they trash. We're taking them.
Yeah, we're taking that one. Agree with the Saints. I mean, they're garbage. And the Panthers, I think that's going to be another game where that's going to be the Frank Reich. I guess now I won't say homecoming, but we'll be going to him. So I think that'll be interesting to see the number 1 pick versus the number 4 pick, and the Frank Reich saga continues on. I'll be curious to see some facial expressions throughout that game. I'll be glad I'll be watching on TV so I can see it in first person. But but no, I do think we take 2 dubs on those 2 teams, Saints and Panthers. That bump us up to 6-3. But this is where it gets hairy for me, dog. I think we're gonna go on a mean low losing streak right here.
Imagine if we were 6-3 after week 9. That will be incredible. We will be running on highs, like, whew. Yeah, but this is where that stretch comes in. But also, there's a bye week in there.
True. That's a good point.
At the New England Patriots, I know you got us there for a loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're 6-4. We go into a bye week. Then we see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which, yeah, I don't think they're that good. We take that game, right?
I think we take them. Yeah, I think we take the Bucs.
So we're 7-3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Week 12, we are 7-3. This is what I'm talking about.
Wait, 7-4, right? Because we said L to the
Patriots.
Yeah,
we are 7-4 right now in the AFC South, which is one of the weaker divisions. We're 7-4. Like, you have to imagine, are the Jaguars winning out? No, they're not. Like, we're still in contention for the AFC South. So this is really good right here. But like you said, Jamal, I see some opponents that could give us some trouble.
Yeah, and this is kind of where I think we take that L to the Titans. Like I said, I gave us one earlier just because it's early in the season, but I feel like the Titans would maybe kind of, I don't want to say hit a hot streak later on in the season, but I think Vrabel kind of gets, he's a defensive mind. I think that when we come back to him for round 2, he has a way to kind of figure out how to shut us down. So I think we take that L to the Titans, and then I think we take a L to the Bengals. I mean, I think it's safe to say, guys, as much as I want to give us a W, the Bengals, they're just fully stacked. And that's going to be a true test for our defense to see how much our defense has grown from the start of the season till then, because, the Bengals will be firing all cylinders with all weapons out on that field. So I think I got to give us 2 back-to-backs.
Yeah, I could very well see that. However, I would say I'm not actually going to say it on record, but off record, the Colts always find a way to upset an opponent every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my Gamecocks. They always find a way to get one really good win, and that could very well be that win in Paycor Stadium. We take out the Bengals, but I'm not going to say it. We're still at 7-6, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I see what you're saying, though. I mean, we saw it with the Chiefs. You know, you're right. I do think the Colts have a team
Tore
every
up the
year.
Bills the year
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Like
So,
it's
eh,
like the Indianapolis Colts, they find a way to shut down these very good teams in the regular season,
yeah.
of course. But then we got the Steelers.
What you think about that?
Man, again, top 3 most hated fan. Like, I know a lot. There are a lot of Steelers fans down here in South Carolina. I mean, I guess they're everywhere, but
Yeah, unfortunately.
there are a lot of Steelers fans, and they are very confident in Kenny Pickett. They think George Pickens is the next Jerry Rice. They have a stout defense. They have Najee Harris back there. I'm still not high on them. I'm not. I think this is one of the ones that we can take off Mike Tomlin. Give us that 8. Where were we?
8-6. Yeah.
8-6. There's 8 wins right
8
there.
wins right there. Yeah.
8 possible wins. And then we close out the season with the Falcons, the Raiders, and the Texans. And like, honestly, we could win all 3 of these right here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
we could
doable.
we could very well end up with 11 wins right here. I mean, the Falcons, the one thing that scares me about them is their rushing offense. They had like a top 3 rushing offense last year. I think still had a losing record, but they had top 3 rushing offense. They just added Bijan Robinson. Can we stop the run? Can we make Desmond Ridder, kill us in the air? Can he kill us in the air? That's the thing. But if they're going to be averaging 4 or 5 yards to carry, I don't think they will if we have a healthy defense. But that's just always a threat. Las Vegas Raiders, I ain't worried about them. I don't know if you are.
I like to think I'm not worried about them. I remember what they did to us, in 2021. Tough losses with them, but I'm not really worried about the Raiders, man. I don't think that
beat them last year.
Yeah, beat them last year. Yeah, so I think we'll be fine against them.
Jeff Saturday. Jeff Saturday's first win, baby. His first and last win. Week 18, Houston Texans. It's like deja vu, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That at that point, that could be a deciding game for us. At home, we got to come out firing because that could be a AFC South division clinching game. That could be a got to make the playoffs game, like it was a few years ago for us. That could mean a lot of things. That could also mean if we did end up sucking so bad, like, are we getting a top 5 pick, a top 7?
There you go.
This game is going to have a lot of I think this game will have a lot of implications on what actually happens with the Colts this season.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it will hold a lot of weight, but man, I got to be honest. It's hard for me to just say that the Colts are going to beat 2 teams or beat a team twice in 1 year, especially a divisional game. So I think if we get
to do it,
I know used to. I know the time it's scary right now though, man. I gotta see it again. I mean, this is the year to make it happen. Why not make it a dream year? Richardson's rookie season, Steichen's rookie season. We break the curse. We get JT back after week 4, and everything is looking a lot better on the offense side of the ball. Defense steps it up a little bit. I mean, I don't know, guys. This is where it goes because we've at this point we've reached our 8 wins leading into these last 3 games of the season.
We've reached double digit, I think.
Yeah, so I think we can reach double digits easily for us. So, guys, I think it's up to y'all. We want to know in the comments, how do y'all feel about the Falcons, the Raiders, and the Texans game? I think it's clear that we can definitely beat the Falcons and the Raiders, but this Texan game, like you mentioned, Eric, a lot of implications for this one. So I want to know what our listeners think about that.
Yeah, we always like to listen and hear from you all. Come on, break it all down, because I mean, today we just made some bold takes. Double-digit wins for the Indianapolis Colts. Who else is predicting that? I mean, I'm thinking at least 8. You look at that schedule, and let's be honest, can you really see the Colts performing worse than they did last year? Really?
Absolutely not.
I cannot see it. I cannot see it. So that means they're going to get more than 4 wins. I mean, think about everything that went down, all the close games we had last year, the biggest comeback ever we allowed. Do you think that's going to happen again? things like that. Come on, man. I expect some positive regression to the mean for the Indianapolis Colts. It's becoming more and more likely we're going to be somewhat competitive. It hinges on a lot of those things I said earlier. But, seeing the Jacksonville Jaguars at home, that is going to answer a lot of our questions. It really will. That first game, to me, I think is going to mean a whole lot more than what everyone else thinks.
Yep, I agree. And it's one of those things where the Colts are going to come out, and like you said, they're going to come out blazing, and there's no way to play any worse than you did. We're going to average more than 15, 16, 17 points a game. We're not, and those aren't going to be coming off field goals, guys. I mean, Steichen said that we're gonna what do you say? We're gonna throw to score and run to win, or did I get that flip flopped?
That sounds right.
Yeah, throw to score and run to win. I mean, we've seen the threats. We've seen the threats during the preseason game. Imagine that fine tune, and we know that playbook hasn't even expanded yet. That was just kind of a drop in the bucket. Steichen has a lot of his sleeves. So once that playbook expands, especially after we kind of get a feel off of what goes on with the first couple of drives against Jacksonville, I think that this team elevates it to another level for us. So, yeah.
A lot of RPO, seeing a lot of empty sets. Once we get Jonathan Taylor in there, yeah, it's going to be fun. At least 8. At least 8 guys.
For sure, at least 8 guys.
Colts Nation, let us know what you think in the comments below. Maybe it's below 8. Maybe it's 16 game. Let us know. I want to see what your thoughts are. Thank you for listening to the Colts Cast today. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use. Listen to podcasts. We'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content.
That's right.
Care.